The African lungfish is definitely a remarkable creature. Having remained unchanged for almost 400 million years, these ancient beings are often referred to as living fossils. What's the secret to their long survival? Adaptations. They possess two lungs, similar to ours, which allows them to breathe air. This is a major advantage since they inhabit floodplains that can dry up. Whether in water or on land, African lungfish are here to stick around. Growing to just over 3 feet, about 1 meter. When fully grown, African lungfish resemble eels with their long, slender limbs that help them move and push themselves along. They can even take little steps with their back fins, giving them a unique hopping motion. Their snouts are quite noticeable, and they have small eyes. The dorsal side of the lungfish is lighter, while its body and fins are adorned with black or brown spots. Although they have gills, these lungfish also have true lungs and can breathe through their mouths as well as their gills. They need access to air, or they risk drowning. You can find African lungfish in freshwater swamps, backwaters, and small rivers across West and South Africa, including countries like Senegal, Niger, Gambia, Western Sudan, Côte d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. As a tropical fish, they thrive in water temperatures between 76 and 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. The African lungfish has a cool trick up its sleeve thanks to its special lungs. It can breathe air when the water dries up. This fish gets about 90% of its oxygen from the atmosphere. When things get tough, it digs into the mud and covers itself with a protective slime that helps it survive for up to 4 years, though it usually only needs a few months until the water comes back. Time for a little break. Once the lungfish finds the right spot in the mud, it wriggles around to create a snug little space, leaving a small tunnel for air. During this downtime, the lungfish goes into a super chill mode, not eating or drinking anything, and it doesn't produce waste either. It's kind of like a long nap, similar to hibernation. Keep an eye on the young ones. While bigger fish and animals might go after baby lungfish, the adults don't really have any serious threats. Maybe that's why they've been around for hundreds of millions of years. As omnivores, African lungfish munch on frogs, fish, and mollusks, but they also enjoy snacking on tree roots and seeds, a fish that thrives both in and out of water. The African lungfish is a true survivor. It hasn't changed much in nearly 400 million years, earning it the nickname living fossil. What's the secret to its long life? Adaptations. With two lungs like ours, it can breathe air, which is a big deal since it lives in floodplains that can dry up. Whether in water or on land, the African lungfish is here to stick around. Adult African lungfish can grow to be just over 3 feet long, about 1 meter, and resemble eels, sporting long, slender limbs that help them lift and move around. They can even take little hops using their back fins, which is pretty cool. Their snouts are quite noticeable, and they have small eyes. The top side of their bodies is lighter, while their bodies and fins are decorated with black or brown spots. Interestingly, even though they have gills, lungfish also possess true lungs, allowing them to breathe through their mouths as well as their gills. They need access to air to avoid drowning. The water is nice, but so is the mud. African lungfish thrive in freshwater swamps, backwaters, and small rivers across West and South Africa, including places like Senegal, Niger, Gambia, Western Sudan, Côte d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. Being a tropical fish, they prefer water temperatures between 76 and 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. Thanks to their unique lungs, African lungfish can survive when their watery homes dry up. They get about 90% of their oxygen from the air. When things get tough, they burrow into the mud and cover themselves with a protective secretion, allowing them to endure for up to 4 years, though they usually only need to wait a few months for the water to come back. Destination estivation. When the lungfish digs down into the mud to the right depth, it wriggles around to create a snug little cocoon, leaving a small tunnel for air. In this state of suspended animation, lungfish chill out for a long time without eating or drinking, and they don't produce any waste. It's like they're in a deep sleep, similar to hibernation. Keep an eye on the little ones. While bigger fish and mammals might go after young lungfish, adult lungfish don't really have any serious predators. Maybe that's why they've been around for hundreds of millions of years. As omnivores, African lungfish feast on frogs, fish, and mollusks, but they also munch on tree roots and seeds. Teamwork makes the dream work. Female African lungfish lay their eggs in a nest among the weeds in their habitat. After the eggs hatch, it's the male's job to protect the little ones for up to 2 months. The larvae have external gills that get absorbed as they transform into fully grown lungfish. As they grow from juveniles to adults, Their teeth fuse into tooth plates, which help them chew their food. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more randomness.